Everybody, Chris here. Could we be seeing a resurgence in the price of Dogecoin? Not only the price, but the social sentiment and everything around it as well. We're going to explore that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. We were live on Wednesday, and we were talking about how Dogecoin does see a pathway ahead based on the sentiment around the volume of trading and activity we see ticking up in certain instances for Doge. And with that, we could be at the start of a bull market, and that would be Dogecoin's resurgence. We'll be exploring that a little bit in a minute. What do these white circles mean? Means I bought more Dogecoin. That's right, this morning there was another dip, and instead of waiting for tomorrow for the CryptoTab DCA portfolio, I bought some this morning. So this was yesterday's purchase before we went on live on that dip, but I even got a lower dip today. So more Dogecoin into the CryptoTab portfolio. I also picked up some Bitcoin on that dip. Bitcoin then, a little later in the morning, has dipped a little lower, but it's coming back. It's coming back up. Also picked up some Ethereum on the dip there. It also dipped lower, but look at Litecoin. I picked some Litecoin up and it has recovered pretty well. So that's a good dip buy as well. So all of that goes into the CryptoTab portfolio. We'll be talking more about that Friday night, 10 o'clock p.m. East Coast time, United States, in Boston. That's where I am. And I will be live again. And we'll go into more detail about the portfolio, DCA strategy, as well as how you can profit from my portfolio. And it involves Dogecoin too. So check that out Friday, 10 o'clock. What's going on here? Well, Dogecoin's resurgence, factors, and forecasts. We know a lot about Dogecoin and the Dogeverse. For some of you that may be just learning about Dogecoin, there's a lot to learn. We cover a lot on this channel. So, and I'm always able to answer questions as well, either in the comments below or during live streams. I know a lot about Doge, been involved with it for a long time, and some of you have been with me along the whole way through the ups and downs. But we have this recurring theme of Dogecoin. Turns green when other projects turn red. Sometimes that happens. And we see that, and we'll explore one version of that that could have happened that didn't. But it all depends on when you buy and when you sell, how you buy and how you sell. That's what Dogecoin is about. Also, using Dogecoin to buy things as a currency. That is the most important thing, I think. What we have, though, is Elon Musk. Before, he used to tweet his support on Twitter. Then he bought Twitter, rebranded it to X, and when he created the new X logo, Dogecoin surged. We also had him changing the Twitter logo, or the X logo, into the Doge for a little while, and Dogecoin surged. All of those fun things are just little hints to me that Elon's still looking out for us. He's looking out for the Dogecoin family. He says, I can't come out and say anything yet, but I will eventually. In addition to positive market sentiment, a strong and passionate community has also contributed to Doge's resurgence. With over 5 million wallet addresses now, Dogecoin has a dedicated following, actively promotes, supports the cryptocurrency on platforms such as X, Twitter, and Reddit. So that is awesome for that support, and it is starting to continue to grow, and we see that going on. What's happening to the price now, though? It's extending its sideways chop. Is Doge about to tank? There are always those who are betting on Dogecoin to go down. There's shorters, but there's also those that just have this negative feeling about Doge and think Dogecoin is going to drop. But we've seen and we've shown on this channel that 6-cent support line, and when Doge comes near it, it just gets eaten up. It eatens up, goes down to 5.99, comes right back up. 5.95 comes right back up. That's what we've seen with the trading of Doge. Now, would we like Doge to be a little higher? Of course we would, but right now, as we're still kind of in this sideways chop mode, that's what we have for Dogecoin. But what is coming? X payments. X payments will be coming on X Twitter. Will Dogecoin be included? There's a new video presentation showcasing the vision of X, where X is going in the future, enabling users to make online purchases, facilitate money transfers, and tap into ad revenue income streams with the X creator community. So in a recent announcement, Linda Yaccarino, the ex-CEO, unveiled an intriguing video that introduced a wide range of payment integrations on the platform. Cryptocurrency speculation is rife with Elon Musk's X, particularly as it relates to the possible inclusion of Dogecoin in its supported crypto market. So here's the post by Linda, and I'm about halfway through it here, and she's already gone through a number of things that they're working on as improvements to the X app. And I'll just play a little bit of it here and talk over. I'm not going to have the sound on that you see in this video because I don't want a copyright strike. I don't know whose music that is, but I'll play it here on mute, and you'll see that that you can be in a Spaces and then still be sending messages or posting even while in the Spaces. So you can already do that now, but on the app, sometimes it's a little hard to swap around. That's going to be made much easier. But making calls, that's right, you'll be able to make video calls like WeChat can do now, but here it is, paying your friend. This would be awesome if you could actually make those payments. You subscribe to your creator, and then you can make purchases, actual purchasing items through the X app. That is what is very exciting about the future of having a payment platform right within the X app. And how could those payments be made? Well, this is my channel. If you're not, or account on X Twitter, if you're not following me, please give me a follow at ChrisPax. This is my my post this morning about the crypto or the ChrisPax DCA portfolio and the crypto that I bought and where we are percentage wise. We have X Twitter, and then here is Radar was posting about payments integration, and I said, well, payments in Dogecoin, of course. So just having fun with it. This is what we're hoping happens. It's going to take a little while to get all the approvals for all of that payment stuff to be able to happen on the app, because there are regulatory approvals that X Twitter needs to go through in order to make that, to realize that and make that happen. But they're working on it, and it's coming. X payments. That will be awesome. Now, in talking about when to buy and when to sell, Finbold had this interesting article about Elon Musk, and what if Tesla had bought Dogecoin instead of Bitcoin a couple of years ago? Because Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin back in February of 2021. They did that for a number of reasons. One of them was they were going to be selling cars for Bitcoin, accepting Bitcoin as payment. Why else were they investing, thinking that the Bitcoin price was going to go up? But they didn't sell when the Bitcoin price was up at 69K. They didn't sell then, but eventually Tesla did have to start selling off some of its Bitcoin, and instead of that 34,000 average price per Bitcoin, which is what they paid, when they did do some selling, it was at a lower price. So here's estimates of about 33,000 Bitcoins sold for an average price of $28,000 each. That would have been a loss of 17.4%. So Tesla needed some cash. They sold some of their Bitcoin for that cash, and they had a loss on that. They still have about 10,000 Bitcoin left. worth about $287 million right now. But what about Dogecoin, though? If they had bought Dogecoin instead of Bitcoin at that time, instead of realizing a loss, they actually would have gained on it. That's right. They would have had a gain because the price when they bought it, when they bought Bitcoin, the price of Doge at that time was around, I don't know, 4 cents or so for Dogecoin. At that same time, Bitcoin was at $34,000 back in March of 2021. So then if they had sold the Doge instead, they would have made a profit, quite a big profit too, that they would have made instead of Bitcoin. So with that said, that increase of price of 66% or so that would have been, instead of losing 19%, would have been a great trade for Tesla to make. So it all depends on when you buy and when you sell. So now we're looking at the Dogecoin price here at 6.15 cents, and we're like, I don't know, why are you? I'm still buying at this because I don't think it's going to go much lower than this. As I've said, I think there's solid support at 6 cents. We've seen that just get bought up again and again, despite what else is happening in crypto. And even look at today, right? Since that dip earlier this morning, Dogecoin has been trading sideways. Bitcoin had a second dip, fell even lower, but Dogecoin did not. It kept going sideways. These little things are the things that I look at that start to say, Dogecoin is looking really good right now. Again, this is not financial advice or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and I'm still buying at this price. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Dogecoin's resurgence. Please give the video a like. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.